Such a heavy burden falls on the executor's shoulders.
Archon Elric? Zeke?
Verifying identity access level. Elric, access level 5. Zeke, access level under review. Review complete. Access level 4. The authorizer candidate. Access level under review. Review complete. Access level to be determined. Access granted. Proceed to Hycross headquarters. Algorithm ARC.
Are all these passageways part of the algorithm arc? There are other arcs? How's Gesthos now?
What? What have you done to my sister?
Shirley. Answer us. Is this how you're supposed to keep Shirley safe?
Please, calm down. Hycross has just taken her into custody for now. I assure you of her safety. My word is my bond.
I sincerely hope so.
All right, let's get Executor. It's time to call you by your new title. The Authorizer Candidate.
Authorizer? I found the title strange earlier.
Yes, you've passed the screening. Your ability to adapt the system properties of the Gesthos network and establish a cybernetic link with the network is not common. At least for now, considering various factors such as past experience, system compatibility, and personal traits, we believe you are the best candidate for this task. Since this mission is essentially a system modification, you have, in fact, already obtained the ability to manage Gesthos as the Authorizer. Therefore, you have been given the title of Authorizer, even though you are currently still a candidate.
Should I feel honored?
That's for you to decide.
What do I need to do?
Currently, a large number of encoded computer viruses have appeared in the foundational layer of the Gesthos network. This has caused the system to fail in its duty as the control terminal for the Tower of Fantasy's Omnium reactors. Due to system anomalies, most external intervention methods have failed. Therefore, the only way is to upload your consciousness. This way, you can enter the physical world constructed by the system from the inside, identify the properties of the virus, and carry out system repairs.
An unknown encoded computer virus?
That's right. This type of encoded virus is unprecedented. The logs indicate that the timing of the malfunctions aligns with when Nemesis was inputting data into Gesthos through Tempos. We can conclude that it was Nemesis who invaded Gesthos and implanted the virus in the system. Perhaps Nemesis was a pawn that the Sage placed in Hycross. The Sage hopes to invade Gesthos through Nemesis, thereby controlling the Omnium reactor in the Tower of Fantasy and executing the Retrospect project. Nemesis had been lurking all along, waiting for the right moment to initiate the attack. Surprisingly, Hycross's previous inspections of her body failed to detect any danger, leading to a lapse in vigilance.
So, Nemesis had been lurking inside Shirley all this time.
That's why Hycross needs to take Nemesis into custody, to prevent further incidents. The worst-case scenario is this. The Shirley you've known all this while is just a disguise Nemesis put on by seizing Shirley's memories and personality. And the real Shirley might have been gone a long time ago.
Shirley? This can't... It just can't be.
I hope that that is not the case. The process of holding those responsible for the oversight accountable has already begun. However, the most important thing right now is to focus on fixing the damage that has already been done. We still don't know what Shirley did to the network. To this day, no one has been able to figure out why Shirley lost consciousness, and it's highly likely that it's related to the network's anomaly. Ultimately, saving Shirley and the investigation into the cause of the network anomaly for its restoration, these two objectives are essentially the same. In any case, on behalf of the Algorithm Arc, I sincerely thank you for participating in this operation. I will do my utmost to assist you in your task. It's time to head to the Consciousness Upload Center. I've prepared the Authorizer's terminal for you there. After the terminal verifies and activates your biometric features, it will assist you in your actions within the network, fully realizing your power as a High-Cross Authorizer. Once all this is done, you can use the uploading device in the Consciousness Upload Center to go into the network's world.
Looks like it's done.
Even though as the Authorizer on rotation, I do have the ability to enter the network's world. I must ensure your mission support from the outside, control the overall situation, handle the current chaos in High-Cross, and minimize the damage from the system outage.
What kind of world is it?
Your goal is to reach the foundational layer where you can edit system functions. But first, you'll arrive at a virtual Ida world that recreates the eve of the Cataclysm.
Wait a minute. The world of Ida on the eve of the Cataclysm?
Yes, we're very fortunate. This virtual Ida world is one of the few functions of the network that's still operational. Because it has a data link to the foundational layer, it preserves the possibility for us to enter the layer through the system. You can think of this as a necessary path to the foundational layer. Let's call it the surface layer for now. You need to find the data singularity in the surface layer. I'll assist you in locating it. These data anomalies are like flaws or loopholes in the surface layer. By interacting with the terminal, you can open a passage to the foundational layer. The preparations for consciousness uploading are complete. You can enter the network's world whenever you're ready. Considering your background, I'll set your transmission target to the Astra region in Asperia. I'll also attempt to deploy a system backdoor near you. Once you're in, your first objective is to find the system backdoor. The terminal will guide you to its location.
Got it.
We can set off as soon as you're ready. Before we do, feel free to ask me if you have any questions.
Zeke, please take care of Shirley.
How I wish I could take your place.
Don't worry, I won't lose my way. During the time Shirley was away, I did a lot of thinking. You two siblings took me in when I lost my memory, giving me a path to move forward. Afterward, Shirley and I journeyed together. We traveled side by side, place after place. Before I knew it, Shirley had become an incredibly important person to me. All right, time to go. Shirley?
Surely what? Surely it has something to do with Space Rift? Wakey, wakey! If you're done sleeping, hand over the Space Rift technology.
Space Rift technology? Who is this? I must be inside the Gestos network.
Stop playing dumb and quit stalling. Whoever's inside, listen up! I'm Officer Rosalind of Asperia Public Security by the laws of the Federation. Surrender immediately and release the hostages! You're finally awake. I was about to call an ambulance. How are you feeling? Does your head hurt? Feeling any dizziness? Any other side effects? Maybe we should get a doctor to look at that bump on your head, just to be safe.
I'm okay, thanks. And you are?
Oh, I work for the Asperia Public Security. Officer Rosalind. I was investigating a criminal group called Wednesday. I noticed that a researcher from Kylo who arrived in Asperia yesterday, that's you, hadn't checked in with public security yet. After connecting the dots, I figured your disappearance might be connected to Wednesday, and tracked you down here. Sadly, we missed her again.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand. What does this have to do with me?
The person who kidnapped you? The girl with the mask? Her name is Ace. She's a core member of Wednesday. And also, she's a key target of our police force. Now that you're all right, let's get you out of here. I have to take you in for a statement, but don't worry, you're a victim. It's just standard procedure. I'm hoping for your cooperation.
Actually, before we go, I need to report into Hykros District 4. I haven't had a chance to touch base with them since I arrived in Asperia.
Got it. Do what you need to do.
Authorization successful.
Can you hear me, Plotty?
I've been waiting for quite a while, Authorizer. You're much later than scheduled. I thought you were discovered by the firewall.
The researcher from Kylo that I replaced is currently being held hostage by a criminal gang, so I got caught up in that mess. They demanded the Space Rift technology from me, but I couldn't give it to them, so that led to some complications.
What? Are you all right?
Luckily, a policewoman saved me, so now I'm out of danger.
That's a relief then. Without further ado, let's start activating the terminal system integration function.
Okay.
The Authorizer's system integration is the key to bypassing the firewall. The reason you're at risk of being attacked by the firewall is because, to the system, you're an abnormal foreign data. So the solution to this is quite simple. Simply make the system believe you are a part of it, and the integration system can meet our needs. It allows you to experience multiple identities in the surface layer, and record them as data features in the terminal.
Can I understand this as role-playing?
That's right. This allows you to experience the world from multiple dimensions. The closer your connection with this world, the lower the chance the firewall can detect you. And there's also the application library function of the terminal, which contains various apps. These apps can modify the data of the surface layer, helping you gain some special abilities. Like the Space Rift you mentioned earlier, you can actually use the portal application on the terminal to achieve a similar effect. However, the number of uses is limited, and it's very easy to be detected by firewalls. In essence, the more an application function violates the laws of the world, the greater the chance it will be detected by the firewall. The application library function of the terminal is being activated. It will be available for use once activation is complete. In addition, I've pinpointed the location of the data anomaly. It's on the 27th floor of the Aurora Experimental Center near the Tower of Fantasy, right in the heart of Asperia. This building is the experimental facility and headquarters of Asperia's top corporation, Aurora Industries. As the headquarters of Aurora Industries, it might not be easy to get in. You could look into it and see if your status as a High-Cross employee from District 4 could help you. And look who's here.
Ah, Mia!
I've uploaded the data into this little one. Now she can accompany you in the network's world. I believe that with the terminal's functions, she can help you even more.
That's wonderful. Thanks a lot, Plotty.
Skip the formalities. I just did what I was supposed to do.
Exit authorizer. Mia is here to help.
Looks like you're still not used to this new title yet, huh, Mia?
I will do my best.
Because of the firewall, little things can't always hang around here. The same goes for me. I'm unable to maintain constant contact with you. However, I'll make the most of our limited opportunities to communicate and support your operations in the foundational layer. As for your activities in the surface layer, you'll often need to make your own decisions. The application module of the terminal has been loaded. You can now try using the terminal's application function. By choosing different applications, you can gain different abilities. However, the terminal can only handle a limited number of applications at a time. If you need to switch applications, you'll have to head to a back door to do so. Not too bad. Looks like you've got the basics of how to use the terminal. Back doors are scattered throughout the place. All you need to do is find buildings with similar appearances, and you can enter these backdoor areas.
All right. I'll take my leave now. The policewoman who saved me has been waiting for me for quite some time.
All right, off you go. I wish you all the best in what's to come. I've got some tough nuts to crack at the Central Arc myself. Not too bad. Looks like you've got the basics of how to use the terminal. Back doors are scattered throughout the place. All you need to do is find buildings with similar appearances, and you can enter these backdoor areas.
All right. I'll take my leave now. The policewoman who saved me has been waiting for me for quite some time.
All right, off you go. I wish you all the best in what's to come. I've got some tough nuts to crack at the Central Arc myself.
We've got a little friend here?
Meet my assistant, the latest model of Smart Servant.
Hello, I am Mia.
Oh, hi! Mia. Why does she sound like this?
Oh, her speech module's a little glitchy. Not a big deal. It's getting late. We should get going. By the way, where exactly are we?
Linglong Industrial Park. It's the largest and most advanced comprehensive industrial park in Hesperia, where both Aurora Industries and Shooter Electronics have established branches.
The largest? It's hard to tell at a glance.
That's because the Starloop Sea surrounding Astra is an important protected tourist spot in Hesperia, where they host annual surfing festivals and music festivals. To ensure a pleasant experience for tourists and keep Hesperia up to date with the development of the Omnium industry, the decision was made from the outset to place the production lines here underground. Let's leave it at that for now. Hop on. You're right. Hop on. Just a heads up. Make sure you hold on tight. So, this is your first visit to Hesperia, isn't it?
More like it's been a long time since I last visited. It has changed so much I barely recognize it.
Well, our guest from Kylo, welcome back to my hometown. Astra Asperia. See that magnificent tower in the distance on your right? That's Asperia's Tower of Fantasy, one of the first built worldwide.
Asperia's Tower of Fantasy.
Why talk like you're lost in thought? You're sounding like my neighbor's grandpa. That tower was the key that unlocked a whole new...
Does everyone here admire the Tower of Fantasy like you?
Of course not. Look ahead. I'm sure Kylo has problems like this too.
Are they protesting?
Yeah. Protests like these have been non-stop since the tower was built. They might not be a big threat, but they sure make our jobs harder. Take last year, for example. The end-of-year report showed that protest activity was up by 30%, and we ended up using 20% of our manpower just for crowd control. You know, Astra Building is the largest business center in Astra. And of course, their event drew out all the media. They love a spectacle.
Sounds like you're not a fan.
Not exactly. My neighbor doesn't like Omnium either. He used to work for Aurora Industries. He says that Omnium technology took over the market, leaving Aurora so broke they can barely pay his pension. So I get why some people might not be happy with Omnium technology. It hasn't been great for everyone. What I can't stand is the media. They exaggerate everything and twist the facts. Having to deal with them on top of our regular duties is a real headache. Hey, Carol. Just got off work?
Yeah, I was just about to head out. Why are you not in District 23? What brings you here?
I just cracked a big case and brought the victim over for a statement.
A big case? Victim? Give me the details.
Well, I've been tracking Wednesday while in District 23, and I stumbled upon Ace kidnapping this researcher from Kylo.
Hold on, that's a lot to process. You're tracking Wednesday and a researcher got kidnapped by Ace? Are you out of your mind? Even if Director Wells is your uncle, you can't just blatantly ignore his orders like that. You've been demoted to a junior officer for 3 months already. If they find out about this, you're gonna be stuck in District 23 till next year.
That's exactly why I'm after Ace's group. It's all part of my redemption arc to get my job back.
You and your one-track mind for solving cases. Think about it. After the Omnium boom, traditional industries like Aurora were already struggling. Now there's talk of stolen trade secrets tanking their stock overnight. Aurora Industries is one of the oldest and most prominent companies in Asperia. The scandal is basically a slap in the face for the state's public security. With the state government and Aurora both trying to smooth things over, they would downplay any incident, theft or not. Do you realize how many bridges you're burning by not letting this go? And remember, you're a junior officer now. You don't have the authority to investigate on your own. If anything goes wrong, your redemption arc will result in them piling on even more charges against you.
But I did manage to rescue the victim. I wanted to restore the department's good name. After the media distorted the narrative of our last case, I feel responsible for tarnishing our reputation.
You're lucky you actually saved someone this time. But even knowing your good intentions, the director would still have punished you. He sent you to District 23 to keep you out of trouble, and yet here we are. By the way, you didn't get hurt in the rescue, did you?
Of course not. Not even a scratch. I plan to head home after finishing the paperwork.
No. Junior officers can't handle cases by themselves, remember?
But this is the only person who's had direct contact with Ace.
I get it. You really want to catch Ace, but rules are rules. Don't worry, I'll help you with the paperwork. Let's grab dinner together later, and I'll fill you in.
Carol, you're the best. I owe you one. Dinner's on me tonight.
Ooh, word. But just this once. Between you and me, I've heard the director's got a secret plan to take down Wednesday. I bet they'll be caught quicker than you think. So, there's no need for you to investigate on your own anymore. For your safety and to avoid tipping them off.
First I've heard. Guess I'll have to ask my uncle later. Please follow Officer Carroll here to the interrogation room. You might still be a target, so I'll wait here for you.
Then I'll leave it to you guys.
Oh, it's nothing. But you... you're so calm after facing such a dangerous situation, right after you arrived here. If I didn't know you were a researcher, I'd be convinced that you were an experienced soldier or something.
It's probably just the exhaustion. Not gonna lie, I'm too tired to feel scared or anxious anymore. I really need some rest.
Understandable. Let's make it quick then.
What's with that look? Did something go wrong with your statement?
Oh no, just thinking about some stuff.
About what? Maybe I can help.
Well, actually, you can. But I didn't want to come off as offensive to you.
Oh, I get it. Carol told you about me, didn't she? Honestly, it's no biggie. Just a botched arrest that got me demoted to a junior officer. It's not something I'm losing sleep over, and neither should you.
She didn't, actually. She just asked me not to mention you saving me if other officers ask.
Oh, I see. Carol was probably just being considerate, trying to spare me some embarrassment, so she didn't go into details. Oh, Carol. Always complicating things for no reason. Might as well just lay everything out in the open. So, the criminal group Wednesday, led by Ace, raided Aurora Industries HQ not too long ago. It was all over the news. Wednesday has always been a headache for Aurora, but it was never anything serious. However, last time they really went all out, breaking into the core area of the Aurora building to steal some secret files. I had just been promoted to special officer, and I had a bit of history with Wednesday before. Uncle Wells gave me the mission, seeing it as the perfect opportunity for me to show what I'm made of.
I've been wondering, are you Director Wells' niece?
Well, Uncle Wells was actually my dad's comrade in arms. After my dad died, he's been looking after me, back when he was just one of the many special officers. It's kind of frustrating, though. Since Uncle Wells became the director, everyone seems to think I'm just riding his coattails, no matter how hard I work.
No wonder you said earlier that Wells wanted you to prove yourself.
What I didn't expect was, despite being surrounded, they still managed to escape.
And that's why you were demoted to a junior officer?
The failed operation led to serious consequences. Aurora Industries didn't want a PR crisis, so they pressured Uncle to close the case quickly. I didn't think too much and was focused on continuing the investigation. Uncle came up with a reason to send me off to District 23 as a junior officer. It looked like a punishment, but he was actually trying to protect me. But that only made me more determined to bring Ace's group to justice. I'm going to prove to Aurora that we're not to be underestimated.
I believe in you, Rosalind. With your abilities and determination, you can definitely succeed.
Thank you. It's pretty late. Let me drop you off at your place.
Before that, could we swing by Aurora Industries? I just realized I haven't gotten in touch with them yet.
At this hour? Everyone probably already left. If we go now, we might not even make it past the front gate. I get mad whenever I think about it. When I was investigating Ace, I went to Aurora trying to pick up some clues. The front desk denied my access, saying I was just a visitor, refusing me entry to the labs and archives, even after I showed them my badge. These big corporations are getting out of hand, treating government officials like we're nobody. Damn those corpo scumbags. Oh, Sorry for the rant. Got a bit heated there.
Is it really that strict? I was invited as a researcher. I figured getting into the lab wouldn't be an issue.
Not a chance. They're upgrading the lab security, so all their researchers are on break. Only a handful of their top scientists can get in now.
I see. Thanks for letting me know.
Also, just a heads up. It's not safe wandering around at night lately. Especially watch out for the less crowded places and surveillance blind spots.
Thanks for the heads up. I'll keep an eye out.
Here's my number. If you need anything, call me right away. Really, it's no bother.
All right. I'll definitely reach out if something comes up.
Okay, I'm heading out. Take it easy and have a good night.
The lab security upgrade at Aurora. If it's really as strict as Rosalind said, it could be a problem.
According to the announcement on the Aurora Industries official website, it states, due to a laboratory accident, the maintenance and upgrade of the defense system is scheduled for 1 week. During this period, access is prohibited except for personnel with S-level clearance.
With my current identity, there's no way to get into the lab, let alone find the data singularity and enter the foundational layer.
Then what should we do?
I've got an idea, but it's a little risky.
What is it?
Wednesday likes to butt heads with Aurora and wants our space rift technology badly. I think offering that in exchange for their help shouldn't be too hard.
But how should we find them?
Go find them. They've already come to us. Miss Ace, who kidnapped me earlier, is following us right now.
It seems dangerous. Should we contact Rosalind?
Don't worry, Mia. I'm going to create an opportunity for them. Of course, I'll keep myself safe. I promise.
Do you need my help?
Actually, yes. I need you to help me find a place that works with Van. Secluded, but isn't far from the crowds.
Let me see. Do you think these places look good?
The flowers are blooming quite late this year, aren't they? Do you know that plants can communicate? What? Let me teach you. Oh, flowers, how beautiful you are. I hope you bloom even more abundantly.
The breeze feels so refreshing. This kind of weather makes it hard to focus on work.
That's something only employed people like you would say.
You haven't found a new job yet?
Well, they said my resume didn't meet the standards. Think you can help me out?
We meet again, Miss Ace.
What? How did you manage to find me? Have I been losing my edge lately?
I'm just lucky. Miss Ace, you've been tailing me all day. You must be tired. How persistent. You wouldn't happen to be a loyal fan of mine, would you?
You sure talk big for someone on the losing end. A mere researcher dares taunt me? Watch me. What? Boss, why won't you let me fight? I could end it in one blow. But... Alright. I'm not falling for your provocation. Since you've got the guts to show up here, it can't just be to talk smack, right? What's your real goal?
Nothing much. I just want to work with you. Or rather, with Wednesday.
Why should we cooperate with you? Don't forget, if it weren't for the police, you would... Boss, Since you've taken the initiative to approach us, it seems you already have a plan. Let's hear it.
You kidnapped me for the Space Rift technology. Now, I'm willing to help you, as long as you promise to do me a favor.
Boss, these researchers are quite cunning. Understood. We've received your proposal, but this isn't a suitable place for negotiations. How about we talk elsewhere?
Where?
Care to join us at Odin's Tavern tomorrow at 6 in the evening?
Is that all?
Once you get there, order a glass of Gungnir from the bartender. Drink it to show your sincerity.
Understood. Well then, see you tomorrow.
See you there, researcher. Don't drink too much tomorrow.
Are you really going? Mia is a little worried.
Relax, they're after our Space Rift technology, so my life isn't in danger. But just to be safe, Mia, could you look into Odin's Tavern for me? As for me, I really need to catch some sleep right now.
Copy that. Transport route back to your residence has been set.
Why are you looking at me?
Do you require my help?
Do you need me?
Is it time to act? Is it time?
Ready to go?
Time for work already?
Ready for action.
What is it?
Let's take our fantasies on an adventure.
どっちが優秀か
I wonder what Breely is up to now.
This. I can do this. Master, you said stick.
It's you.
I can sense a looming threat.
Is it time to start a...
I like the look in your eyes. I like the vitality.
There seems to be a lot. You're looking ready.
Reporting in. Food is ready. Pet my ears. Go on. Pet my ears. Go on. Pet my ears. Go on.
Why are you looking at me? Is infiltration successful? Arrived at the target location.
Do you require my help?
how's the investigation on Odin's Tavern going?
According to the inspo information available, Odin's Tavern is located on the first floor of Astra Building. It opened in the year 2642, operating from dusk until dawn daily, with specific hours depending on the mood of the owner, Bagus. Odin's Tavern may seem no different from other taverns or clubs, but in reality, their clientele is much more complicated than meets the eye.
We've got to be careful. Mia, if anything goes sideways, contact Rosalind immediately.
Copy that. Transport route back to Odin's Tavern has been set. Detecting firewall. Ha! Mia shall hide now.
Thank you.